Welcome to the Joe Show. I'm your host, Joe. Today we're going to be looking at just some headlines through some various news organizations, just trying to chat about them and just looking at what they are providing as far as the content, where they at, where do they stand, and we're just going to be following this trend so you can be more aware of what the news is doing to you and polluting your mind with whether it's negative or good, it's still polluting. Um, so let's just take a look and let's just dive in, right? All right. We are on the Yahoo page, not logged in. Okay, I do have a few things up top here, but let's just go down here. Black people and why defund a white race? Why what this is really on. This is the one of the first things. Black people, why defend a white race? Sometimes it's more important to individually ask ourselves, why would we defend a white person who has proven clearly proven themselves to be racist? Okay, well, um, so your point of view is that they're racist based upon what they do, but by you actually calling the white person um, what they're doing racist doesn't mean that they're racist. What is racism? That word is just being thrown and miscued all over the place. Um, Clearly prove. Who are they talking about? And what are they talking about? That may sound like an absurd question, but far too often, when white people show themselves in the worst way, those are few black people will try to defend their foolishness. The questionable defense comes in forms such as they didn't mean it that way, or why was they make everything about race? It's not about black and white. We must focus on the Americans and what we need to unite, and that's or what about what's happening in the black communities? Yeah, agreed. What is happening in the black communities? I don't know. I'm not there, but when I hear them shooting each other, yeah, things are not good in that community. Okay, I'm not there. I'm not telling you that it's like this or it's like that. But when I hear and I see that the black people are killing black people, yep, well, that's their community. That's what they live in. Whose fault is this? Is this ours? Who's ours? No, it's the people that live their fault. Because that's their mindset. That's what they're thinking. And that's what they're doing. You can only blame them. If they don't like it, they need to leave. Oh, they don't have a choice. Really? You could go somewhere else. And if you're willing to ask for a handout, people aren't going to give you handouts, but people will help you if they see you trying. But because they don't see you trying, they're not going to help you. Okay? Let's just take this. Let's just go back here, right? The question comes in the defenses such as, "Oh, they didn't mean it that way." Okay, let me tell you a few things. First, if you look at attitudes and the way things are triggered from 0 to 100, 100 means like a life and death situation. Things get escalated fast. You see it in the videos. You know, the one football player, Hakeem Talib, his brother shot a coach at a football game, murdered him because they didn't like the call on the field. This is how you represent yourself with these types of actions. I don't care about words. I don't care about writing. What I care about is what are you doing? And this is what I see. And this is terrible. This is not a way to live. Life is way more precious than this. Okay? Um, when someone says something about race, no, what they're trying to do is make fun of you or insult you as a person, right? But when they sit here and insult you, the only thing that comes to their mind, because a lot of these people that are saying these racist things, they're not smart people. Why would you listen to someone who is dumb and uneducated? They say stupid things, yep, but we listen to the stupid things. No, why don't you listen to some smart people? But the people that are dumb can't comprehend or even listen to the smart person to even understand what they're trying to say or comprehend. Okay, it's way more in depth up here, but people want to insult you. So what the visually, let's just go. The easiest thing to make fun of someone is what? How they look. Okay, whether they're short, tall, fat, skinny, right? Oh, what else do we have? Your hair. You also have your skin color, your clothes, right? Because you wear nice things, you're nice. No, just because you're rich doesn't mean that you're a good person. Okay? It just means that you know how to make money. Okay? So being a good person thrives more on just making money. But let's get back to insulting people, okay? Because so how else can you insult people? I love it if someone tries to insult me. What are you gonna insult me on? Okay, you gotta insult me more than just visually, because yep, you ain't got me then. Okay, you gotta insult me with my mind, not with this physical outer body that I have, because that's just monetary stuff, money. Who cares, right? What are you saying? How smart are you? And how do you take this information in? This article is just trash already. This is just, I can't even keep reading. If we switch all these words, white to black, or black to white, man, this would be racism. This is straight up racism. It's terrible. That's a start. That's the start. Okay. Some of these Nick Cannon. Oh, well, entertainment, right? I don't get this. Why are we so caught up on people? This guy has 8 children. Nick Cannon done some good things, probably done some bad things, but who the fuck cares? Seriously, who cares? He is not helping my life. He is not helping one iota in pretty much all of these people's lives outside of entertainment, which there's abundance of entertainment out there now. It don't matter. Okay? Is his message good? No, because he's just all about himself. Look at him. Oh, look at me. Look at my kids. I don't get why people are so infatuated with, you know, famous people. I don't get it. Okay. Here we have a Florida couple dies in a crash. Okay. Let's just see. TikTok. Okay. Advertising. Cheney loss proves it's no longer Democrats versus Republicans, democracy versus fascism. What? They got. Oh man, look at it. They got 1,000 people angry, and yep. That is a Fox News reporting that MSN guest said that. Let's click on this. Cheney Fox News. Okay. Is that it? I hope that's it. Let's just see. Read. I think about rampant voter suppression across the country. Okay. The partisan poll watchers. I think about all these folks running, how elections are happening, and who perhaps been embodied since January 6th. Yep. So they're worried about who's running the elections, which, if you look at the elections last time, they were just terrible. They were just terrible. But yet, when it's a Democrat raising these things up, yep, because they're gonna get slaughtered. I mean, slaughtered. I honestly, my voice, I feel like a Democrat should never win ever election ever again and should never be in power until they've proven and changed the way they operate. Okay? Everything that they've done is not helping Americans. They're not helping you. It's helping them. It's helping their pocketbooks. Let's just follow a little money trail, right? All that COVID relief money, right? Paid for sponsorships through MSNBC, CNN, and all these other corporate medias. They just paid their money back. They paid them in advertising, sponsored by Pfizer, sponsored by Moderna. You're finding all of this stuff out. They paid a lot of advertising money to these companies that helped them win the election. Don't you get it? Get it right. Follow the money. Okay? They don't care about you. Reduction in the Inflation Reduction Act, yeah, that does nothing but increase. It increases stuff. It doesn't do anything. Look at it. Read it. Let's just look at this.
Could voters so overwhelmingly be frightened at what they're seeing at the Republican Party that once again they will leapfrog over these kind of tactics to suppress the will of the people?
Well, there has to be a way to get that.
They say that they're for one side, but what is the Republicans really doing here? All right. Let's see here. And I wonder if they play fair. I had to start over, so it's fine. Could the voters go overwhelmed by blah, 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 blah? Like, there's a better way. There has to be a way to get that done. He stressed urgency for Democrats to fight back. What kind of fighting back is that? Is that called a violence? And claim that revealed crystal clear the risk is for democracy. If you listen to any Democrat, you always hear, this is for the democratic process. This is for the democratic process. I even seen the head of FBI at a college video giving his speech. This is the democratic process. They're a joke. They're literally a joke. Fundamentally, right now, what is on the ballot in this November? Let's not make any mistake about it. I think the Liz Cheney's results made it crystal clear. The choice is not between Democrats and Republicans. It's between democracy and fascism. See how they're switching those two words around right there? Democratic, Republican. Oh, no, it's democracy versus fascism. No, it's Republican is, I see more as freedom of choice. Democrats it's indoctrination and we're going to take care of you. You know what? If you really look at why the left cater to poor, homeless people, they pay you to be homeless in California. And the reason why Republicans will never win these votes is because if a Republican gets in there, they're going to be like, they're going to take away everything that you have because they're going to change the policies. But yet they're just spending taxpayer money to fund their own policies, but they're also funding their own books. And come on, Nancy Pelosi, her and her husband outdo the top 3 hedge funds, and all they employ hundreds of people that are experts in this field. But I think it was 35 congressmen beat these 3 hedge funds. They beat them out. I wonder why. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. If you're doing some shady shit, you're doing some shady stuff. And what I want to talk about some more shady stuff is if you really look at the Republicans, right? If they were so corrupt and so bad, yep, the Democrats who are in charge of all the establishments, the FBI, CIA, intelligence agencies, things like this, they would have found something by now. Comb through. The reason why they're looking at Trump still is because they still haven't found anything. They have nothing. Where's your evidence? But yet when it comes to election fraud, they go, where's your evidence? You have nothing. But yet they have to hold all these meetings and all these investigations to find out nothing still. This is a joke. It's not just like our issue on democracy or the election being stolen. It's also like women's rights to Medicare. Rights, close your legs if you don't want to have a kid. It's pretty simple. When you engage with another person to make a baby, which will be a male, right? Male and female, to engage, to have sex, you are given the consent that you're going to have a baby, that you potentially could have a baby. Because that's what all that act is for reproductiveness. Okay? It feels good to us, yes, because otherwise if it didn't feel good, we might not reproduce. You gotta make the body is very mysterious the way it works, and it functions particularly in a way to where this feels good, so it encourages you to do it. Okay? Kind of like crime in all these left cities where they're not, they're slapping people on the wrist and letting people go. It's because you're not enforcing crime. They're not afraid to do it. I mean, just today, Officer Tatum released a video on all these guys ransacking 7-Eleven. They took everything. Left everything. Hundreds of people. No enforcement. No law. But what kind of cop wants to go do that? If I'm a police officer and I'm rolling by and I see 100 people ransacking a place, yeah, what do you want me to do, man? I like my life, even though I put it on the line for you. This is insane. If these people aren't going to help me, I'm not going to do it. People resign. I don't know why anyone wants to be a police officer nowadays. I mean, they have some balls, and they have a very righteous and going attitude, but when they're just painted the bad guy all the time, but yet you see the Democrats, they hire private security. They pay for security to go with them everywhere. They need protection. From what? Maybe your own people? Yeah. Because they're wild. They're crazy. And they'll shoot you for no reason. But it's also generation after generation of mindset and growing up and how to think. Absolutely, Adam Kinzinger left the party. We should absolutely call him fascist. Why? I mean, the Republican playbook is to rig the system and make voting more difficult. Well, okay, what are they doing that's making it more difficult? Voter ID? You need an ID to do anything in the state, and you know what? As an American, I don't want immigrants or other people influencing our election. So if it is America, yeah, only Americans can vote. Pretty simple. If you're not an American citizen, you shouldn't be voting. Don't care. Okay? If you can't produce an ID, yep, your vote don't count. That's fine. You got to go through certain steps to get it. But you know what? Yeah, you can't drive. You can't buy a pack of cigarettes. You can't. Some states you got to probably have an ID to buy soda. Oh wait, New York banned soda. See how they change things if they don't like it? They ban it. Speech. Oh, you can't talk about that, but yet we could raise our own issues. I mean, the head election of the committee of January 6th, the first thing that he did was he didn't want to count the electoral votes. Okay? And his reason why, one of them was, it was hilarious, and I'm trying to, it was a symbolic symbol. What are you symbolicing? What kind of symbol? Yeah, go read it. It's him and Jim Jordan going back and forth. Jim Jordan brought it up to him. It's a recent video. You can just go check it out. Okay, today is 8/20/22. Okay, Jim Jordan and I don't know, he's a black guy. I don't know, but just look it up. You'll find some videos if you look it up. But you notice how when a Democrat speaks, yep, they don't want to say nothing. about their actions and what they're doing. They just want to go, oh, look at these guys are doing stuff wrong. Don't question me. They don't want to answer anything. They can't talk. All right. This good video, good reporting. This is just trash. Okay. Who cares about a BMW side mirror? Jeez. Like, we're in different times here. What, like, who cares? Another dead cop social media rants over the firing of Miami firefighter. Who cares? Another dead cop. I mean, people keep us safe. You should care. Yeah, some other stuff. Use some videos that they have highlighted. Did this to my best friend's exotic car. Like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, you have money, but who gives a shit when you do stupid stuff, man? None of this ain't helping us. This ain't helping the average people. This ain't helping American working people. Stupid videos. All right, well, I'm about ready to move on here. Let's go to MSNBC. Breaking. This is just the first tab in all of them. Okay. It's time for liberals' cute love affair with Cheney to end. Are they saying that they don't want her either? Yeah, because we don't want her. This is a joke. Oh, and it would not go well. Increased Georgia woes. Bad news, Trump. Paying attention to this quiet, disturbing trend in the bad. Liz Cheney again. Trump again. This is just all a joke here. This is just all a joke. All right, and we're back. Yep, we're MSNBC. I mean, they just have a Matt Gaetz targeted by Mega Monster. He helped create. Okay. Better Call Saul divorce. Breaking Bad. Ex-Trump. The best thing for Liz Cheney. Take over military statistics. Okay, let's read this. Why Florida's plan to recruit veterans and teachers is troubling. Okay, I mean, when I heard that, I thought it was a good idea. It's like, man, why? Yeah, these people, the veterans, yeah. Well, they've gone through a process of learning and teaching and training and overcome. I mean, they've gone through hardships. They know what life's like. You think you get some 18-year-old or some kid fresh out of college, first job, still lives at home with their parents? You think they know how to actually go through life? Their life is just beginning. They know nothing. I mean, the kids know nothing yet. Nowadays, they get to decide whether or not they're, they're capable of changing their gender. This is a joke. Just because you don't believe a certain narrative or a certain way, but I think they're just really just trying to target just one side. But why don't you tell me what the Democrats are saying? That, a kid knows their gender identity by the time they're 3? No, they don't. They don't even know what their favorite color is. They don't know what their favorite superhero is. They don't know nothing about life. But yet you're over here trying to reaffirm a certain belief or system that you have because you feel that they know? No, they don't. They don't know. You ask them what their favorite food is, they won't tell you. They could tell you what they like now. But you know what? Yep. All of a sudden, they have a new favorite food. They have a new best friend. Jeez, man, these, you need to let the kids grow up, okay? Yep, once they're 18, they can make their own decision, but you know what? Yep, you're born a male, you're a male. You're a female, you're a female. Always you're just playing pretend in real life. There, I said it. DeSantis, so many teachers have left the job. Yeah, that is true. My wife left the job. She was a teacher. I told her it's not worth teaching. All the time, harassment, crap you get from the students, this is just not worth the pay. It's just not worth it. Okay. Yeah, this is just, I can't even read it. More Republicans. Where's all the corruption in the left? Oh wait, there is none, right? Yeah. Okay. This is just every article here almost seems like the same. It's almost the same. Looking up. Oh, things are looking up for Democrats. No. Nope. If you really look, yep, things are not looking up for the Democrats. They're on a downfall spiral. All right, Fox News. Liz Cheney rips into GOP voters, leadership after landslide. Okay, yeah, I did hear that she did rip into them. I'm okay with that article, that title. Let's just see what they say. She will be leaving office at the end of her terms. Called a large portion of the Republican Party very sick.
At Sprouts Farmers Market, we partner with Florida farmers to bring you delicious, locally grown fruits and vegetables that are priced on average 20% less in taste.
Okay, so they're stating facts. They're not calling them out. They're not saying that she's racist. They're not saying that she's X, Y, Z. All they're pretty much is saying is the facts. Okay, yeah. This article passes in my book. Do I agree with the topic? It don't matter if I agree with the topic or not. Does it make sense? When you read MSNBC, all they're doing is just calling one side this and this and this and this and yep. Okay. But show me the evidence. You can call them that, but just because you call them that don't mean that it is. Okay. Americans on whether or not, absolutely ludicrous. White people banned off campus. Okay. Co-op also states that residents must
All right,
alert
guys.
others
If you've been injured in a car accident, you have to check
when they
this
must
out.
bring.
So,
like
I
this
just
is
got
just
this check
racism
from my
right here.
attorney for $130,000.
Right, today during a Senate Judiciary Committee hearing, Senator Josh Hawley engaged in a very tense back and forth with a Berkeley law professor over her commentary over whether or not men can get
this
pregnant.
is hilarious.
Who would have thought it? Take a look.
Professor Bridges, you said several times, you've used a phrase, I want to make sure I understand what you mean by it. You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy.
Many cis women. What is a cis woman? She's making shit up, putting terminologies in front of things that aren't real. A trans woman is not a woman. That's why you put the word trans in front of the word woman, because your trans woman is not a woman, not capable of bearing children. What don't you get?
Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
So this isn't really a
trans men capable of. You're not a man when you're a trans. I just don't get it. Just because, okay, human, woman. Oh, you put a W-O in front of the man. Like, now you put a trans in front of the trans man? Like, what? I don't get these people. This is a joke. I wonder how much she got paid to be on here
rights issue.
to go through this
we can
process.
recognize that this impacts women while also recognizing that it impacts other groups. Those things are not mutually.
But how does it impact other groups when only women could get pregnant? You're spouting a bunch of false nonsense here.
Your view is that the core of this right then is about what?
So I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic, and it opens up trans people to violence by not recognizing
Look at that
You're
lady.
saying
She
that I'm
laughed.
opening up people to violence
She was like,
by asking whether or not
transphobic.
women are the folks who can have pregnancies?
So I want to note that
what-
1 out of 5.
What is transphobic? That we're scared of trans people? No, we're not. What we're not afraid of is, but what we're doing is we're not taking your shit when it comes to making things up that are not real. Okay, a trans man can act like a woman all he wants. Okay, let's play pretend, but in reality, that person is still a man, plain and simple. This definitely a joke. Let's get out of here. All right. A shocking dog video services. Kennel owner, daughter charge. Okay, crime. Details of J-Lo and Affleck. Who cares? Wants to be an example of normalcy. Oh yeah, that's an interesting one, right? The man, his wife was putting Drano in his food and drinks stuff. Okay. Fast food. Kidnappers for his life story. Something in person. Father told his 5 kids to go play in the basement before killing their mother and himself. That's sad. CDC begins a long journey looking at itself in the mirror. Yeah, it's hard to trust anything that they say. It's really hard. I know I don't. Woman climbs through sunroof, rescues 2-year-old left in a hot car. Bomar gives Trump backhanding compliment over midterm endorsement. Sisters take action when passengers suffer a health emergency on flight. This is good stuff. Not all of it, but yeah. All right, let's go on to Newsmax. We'll cherry pick redactions against Trump. Okay. Dick rate energized Trump. Yeah, probably. Pence says he didn't leave office with classified material. Trump's right affidavit will end up severely redacted. White House Dems are urging social media crackdowns and law threats to law enforcement. Weighs on. White House spokesman don't weigh on department. Yeah, of course. Why would they? They have nothing to say. It's just all just cover up in words. Okay. Just a lot of these titles are just all Republican stuff right here, or Representative Sessions, or so it looks like they're videos to each one of these. Okay. I personally feel that all of our government agencies should be held accountable around them, and that they should have a 24-hour microphone on them at all times. If you're a government employee, I don't care what level of status, you've given up your right to have privacy in public. Whatever you say to your wife, don't matter. Because I'm sick of these politicians being bribed with monies and favors, stocks, family stock options. Like, you're not even part of the family, but yet you're getting the early stock option buyouts because you've done favors for us as in the corporate top. No, I feel like all agencies and maybe not all agencies, but all like senators and lawmakers should be 24-hour microphone chip embedded in their body. Yep. And anyone around the state, around 24/7, can listen, record these types of things. Because I'm sick of these back alley deals. I'm sick of these out quid pro pros. Just all of it. The wordage verbatim. Nope. I'd like to see Democrats how they operate, but they won't even show you. How do they get their word through their chain, right? Oh, we're changing all the verbiage to birthing persons. How does that go through like the email of like, are you a verified Democrat? With using like WhatsApp or like how are they communicating? Because if they're using like official lines to communicate this to the constituents, certain verbiage and changes in policies that they want to inform and do, bad. I would call it colluding against the American government. All right. Yep. These are, yep. I'm not interested in reading any of these either. Sorry, you lost me. Platinum. What's that? Oh, they got the wire on here. So this must be like their own, kind of like a reposting their stuff. Is that what it is? Yep. And Sky News. Drone attack against Russia. British toddler killed by a car while in a holiday in Ireland. Rail strikes. Like, it's kind of sad that stuff like this happens, but it happens every day, all the time. Rail strikes continue. Man charged with boxing now is child's play. Hall steps back from promoting film to protect mental health. I think people are just no longer mentally capable because they're just so butthurt and they can't deal with certain things. I'm not talking about Jahan DeHill here. I'm talking about just people in general. You get made fun of, and can I ask you something? Do I really care what you think? Do I care what you think? Very little. Okay? And I'm not saying it's because you're little. I'm just saying because you don't matter in my life. You're not anything in my life. So why would I let you have power over my mind, have power over my body, have power over my actions? Nope. I'm going to do me regardless of what you think. And you need to continue to do you regardless of what other people think. You make your own judgments. You do what's right and wrong for your life, your situation, your scenario with the tools that you are given. Okay? Now you can get better tools. Are you improving your life, or are you just monotony going through life? Right? What are you working for? What are you working towards? Okay. If you're just stagnant, yeah, you wonder why people have mental health issues, because they get so bored and they're just done with whatever they're doing now. They think that they're worthless because they have no impact in life, but yet they created a certain bed. They want to feel like they're famous or that their words matter, but no one is listening. Yeah. These guys they don't look like that they're one-sided, or they're pretty down the aisle. You don't see really Republicans or Democrats. You just see stories. Let's go to the politics though. Let's get the yeah. Yeah. Yep, this is nothing really for us. Okay. Well, that's it for the video. Like, share, subscribe. Appreciate you. stop back in for some more content, some more videos. We'll share some more thoughts, and we're gonna change some people. We're gonna help some people. I would love to have a conversation with people, so I can help you guys out and just move forward in life. Change your mindset, change your thinking. But I'm not looking to change your party. What I'm looking at doing, I really don't care. What I'm looking at doing is opening your mind to thinking, critical thinking, and real observation of what the fuck is going on around you. So with that, like, subscribe, share. Appreciate you. All right, bye.